Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Verne, the Shape of Fantasy. We are in the secret base, secret island, and we had some pretty troubling news last time out.
It's not the time to go back to the Nautilus. I still have things to do here.
So yeah, we've got to go and investigate some things here. It turns out that Captain Nemo could well be a traitor. I'm hoping not, but could be. And we've got to go and meet him now, so that is our task to do. This place looks incredible, by the way.
My first trip outside, and it's inside of a dormant volcano in the middle of the ocean. Huh. I have to admit that Nemo has a talent for mise en scène.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. Very, very cool location. Let's head this way, I suppose. Look at all that. Like bubbling vats of something, it looks like. Ah, what's this?
An old diver helmet from the first missions of the Nautilus. I've only seen them on paper. They look so much more rudimentary. I'm glad I've learned diving with the new ones.
Yeah, the old tech, slightly less safe, I would imagine. Who's this?
Mr. Verne!
Maddy.
What obscure sea law have I transgressed now, Officer Turner?
More than one, probably, but I don't want to talk about that, sir. I didn't have the time to show my gratitude for saving us from the nation. When we rescued you, I thought you were a spy. If it were up to me, I would have returned you to that boat and let the sea judge you.
Oh, I'm glad you weren't the one who decided my fate.
But look what you have achieved with the captain. Solved Placea's temple puzzles, found the compass of destiny, saving us from the Raven himself. It feels like centuries ago since you came from that island. I'm glad that you're aboard, sir.
Oh, well, thank you. Each day it's harder to recall my past life.
That's something we all share in here. Captain Nemo slowly absorbs our lives and blends them inside the Nautilus's steel.
Let's ask about the captain.
Do you know where the captain is? I must see him. But I don't know this prodigious hideout.
The captain and Edrielle are in the meeting room. Go to the elevator, second floor on the left.
Okay. Supplies?
Will we have enough supplies and materials? It will take a lot of time until we can put foot on a harbor.
Enough, don't worry.
Where does Nemo take all these supplies?
May St. Elmo's fire burn me if I know. His web of smugglers reaches all 7 seas. When we need something, he provides.
Right, let's ask about Ned Land.
I keep thinking about Officer Ned Land.
Mr. Verne, for the last time, stop chasing ghosts. Perhaps you should visit the doctor again. There's never been a crew member called Ned Land.
That's weird.
You may now leave, Mr. Verne. I have a lot of things to do. The captain and Edrielle passed by here not too long ago. Go to the elevator, second floor on the left.
Thank you, officer.
Interesting. So nobody seems to record Ned Land, but we found his audio recordings in the last one. So he was clearly on the Nautilus at some point, unless we're imagining the whole thing. Now, I wonder if the whole past life thing is actually going to turn out to be relevant to the plot, because he said it in a way of like, you know, before I came aboard the Nautilus, but I wonder if Verne's life before all of that is going to be somehow linked to what's going on. Let's have a look here.
I must admit that cans of algae mix are delicious, but if someday I leave the Nautilus, it will take a long time until I eat something from the sea again.
It's a pretty ingenious way of getting food from the sea, though, while you're down there. Alright, let's head up on this lift. So, second floor. Ooh, infirmary, second floor. Should we do a little bit of a detour? So I get the feeling there's, like, things to find, as we've seen previously in the game. Let's see, what's this?
Nemo and safety hatches. It must reach the lower floor.
He's saying it like that, but those safety hatches came in very, very useful earlier on in the game.
These are the results of cholera vaccine tests. Seems that with the algae we harvested underwater, Dr. Cedric is making major advances.
Nice. Okay. Ah, what's that?
It looks like a piece of a diary from the builders of the base.
Yeah, see, there we go. We found that. The volcano. The Volcano, Exploration Report, August 3rd, 1850. 12:27 p.m. Before us opens a deep hollow. It's the rugged mouth of the crater by which the eruptive liquid matter had escaped at the periods when the volcano was still in activity. Hardened lava and crusted scoria form a sort of natural staircase of large steps, which will greatly facilitate the ascent to the summit of the mountain. As to the volcano itself, it cannot be doubted that it is completely extinct. No smoke escapes from its sides, not a flame can be seen in the dark hollows, nor not a roar, not a mutter, no trembling even issues from this black well, which perhaps reaches far into the bowels of the earth. The atmosphere inside the crater is filled with no sulphurous vapour. It is more than the sleep of a volcano, it is its complete extinction. Interesting, so the volcano itself is completely extinct. We missed letter 3, obviously, which is a shame. Missed these 3, unless we can pick them up later, perhaps. Obviously, this isn't like a... Ooh, new side mission, the Mysterious Island. Interesting. Find the other 2 audio cylinders. Oh, I think we can probably do that. Second floor was where we needed to go. Let's go to the 3rd floor. See if we can find any more of these audio things. And then we will go down to where we're supposed to be going. Anything interesting along here? Showers and stuff. Ah, this looks like potentially rooms that maybe we go into. Oh, there's another elevator here.
I must find some information before leaving.
Okay, so it doesn't look like there's actually anything we can do up here. So that's a shower room. We don't have a room here, it appears. So that's worth noting. Right, fine. Let's go to the 2nd floor. We'll have a look around and then we'll speak with Edrielle and Nemo. This is locked. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen a locked door before. Who's this?
May I help you? It seems you have problems with whatever that is.
It's an Illumian. Powers that distribute blue blood through the decks of the Nautilus. And no, you can't help me. With thanks, anyway.
It's okay. I'll leave you working.
Yeah, right. You keep doing that and keep swearing at it and stuff. You know, that's fine. Join the Nautilus. Resist the tyranny of the nation. These posters are pretty cool. I like them, actually. Nice little touch. Right, so there's Nemo and Edrielle. Let's head up here before we speak with them. See if there's anything we can have a look at here. Look at all these. Doesn't look like we can look at any of them, though.
When we dock at the Ancestors' Island.
It's impossible to get there.
Verne! About time.
I am sorry. It's my first time here. What do you want from me?
Are the H capsules ready?
Not completely. We still have to fit some details. But I'm sure that we will be able to gather the energy from the Flame of Hephaestus and contain it to take it wherever it's most needed.
You must be extremely careful.
Yes, I know the story. It was the source of the power of the Atlantean Empire, and also of its ominous destruction. You've told me that a dozen times.
You must make sure that they will be ready when we dock at the Ancestors' Island.
Okay, let's ask about the iMac first.
And what will happen if the iMac doesn't work anymore? How will we open the chest? I haven't found anything in the Scylla's log that could help us.
The iMac will work! I am sick of waiting!
Captain, your idea of using the blue blood to reactivate the iMag is unfounded. The reaction could end with all of us being...
Enough! I don't want to hear you anymore! I'm fed up with you, with Cedric, with Verne. We must take radical action if we want to end the terror that is devastating the world!
Please, Captain, calm down. You are not like this.
I will not hear you, not even for a second! I am going to prepare the blue blood. If you aren't at the upper floor safe room in 10 minutes, I will go and look personally for you wherever you are. It's the last lift. I give you my personal card.
Right, so that's the lift we found earlier. He's in a very bad mood, isn't he?
My God, what's with him?
The captain is under a lot of pressure. Don't question him. Obey. I am also worried. I have my doubts about the capsules. I'm not doubting your abilities, but the transportation of these energy-filled monsters is something that keeps me awake at night. I need you to analyze the only Ancestors Island map to find out the safest route to the Flame D3 area.
D3
that map
area.
is pure fantasy.
Sometimes fantasy is all we've got. You have your orders.
Alright, well, new item elevator card. I do wonder if this whole thing with Nemo here, though, is a bit of like a sort of pushing the narrative isn't the right phrase I'm looking for, but I wonder if it's sort of feeding into that idea that Nemo's turned bad or that he's a traitor or whatever, and actually that's not what's happening at all. Whether we're going to find out that there's literally Nemo's a good guy, but they're trying to sort of make us think that perhaps he is a bad guy.
But this map is weird.
What's wrong with the map?
But this map is weird.
Is it because it's a map of the world as we know it? Potentially? Is there like a bit of a crossover thing going on here? So we've got the... that is literally all we've got, actually. Captain's office.
Merde. Obviously, it's closed. If I could get an access card...
And we do have this.
It doesn't work.
Ah, it doesn't work on this one. Okay, that's a shame. Well, I mean, hang on. We didn't see this before.
A miniature of one of the Nautilus's rejected designs. In the end, he made the ship much more aggressive.
Ah, the Nautilus. Fantastic. The Nautilus, sailing Jules Verne's dreams. The submarine of 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas is one of the most iconic settings and vehicles in all of world literature. Before the novel's release in 1870, submarines were small, dangerous vessels, such as the famous Tortuga, the first military submarine used in the American Civil War in 1775. Electricity was then almost magical, and Nemo had tamed it to light, cook and propel his boat, describes Professor Aronnax, the protagonist of the novel. At a time when most people still lit their homes with whale oil, Verne dazzled the imagination of the public, creating something that no one had ever been able to imagine before. A huge submarine powered by electricity, capable of moving faster than warships and, above all, with the ability to dive into the deepest waters. But all this technical marvel, civilized and cultured with a huge library, lounges, a pipe organ and all kinds of luxuries, had a dark side. It was a dangerous weapon. The seas were no longer safe if an unseen danger could rise from the depths and split ships in two. Moreover, under the iron rule of Captain Nemo, the Nautilus was a golden prison, not only for the protagonists of the novel, but also for the entire crew that accompanied him, because once aboard the ship, they never set foot on dry land again. 20 years after the publication of 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas, humanity caught up with Verne's imagination, and in 1888, the first electric submarine was launched, the Peral, designed by Spanish engineer Isaac Peral. But thanks to his envious superiors in the Navy, this revolutionary device had an incomprehensibly short life. Very interesting. I like these, the little references to the novels and stuff. I've said it before, but I think it's a really cool idea. Let me just check if we can look at these now that Nemo and Edrielle have gone. Ah, we can, look.
Wait a moment. There's a note here. It's from land. At last, I found the way to break into Nemo's office. These stains, it's like they hide something written or drawn.
Ah, okay. So, Ancestors Island. Ned Land note. With a clue to access Nemo's office. What's the clue though? Find a magnifying glass to discover clues in the note. Ah. So is that also... Oh no, that is the main quest. Okay, fine. So we need to find a magnifying glass. Maybe somewhere in the infirmary could have that. Hang on, what's this?
I need something that can help me.
Oh, is that a magnifying glass? Oh, it is. So, select lens, activate lens. Okay. So, are these... Let's have a look at these.
If I get the blue lens, I'm sure that I will be able to read whatever is written here.
Ah,
Officer Land must have used these same lenses to write hidden messages on the map.
so we need the blue lens to be able to do this. Find the missing blue lens. Okay, this is getting really good. This whole sort of like undercurrent mystery is how I'll phrase it. It's just really cool. I want to uncover it all. I want to find out what the hell is going on here and get into Nemo's office. I bet there's nothing in there and he's not done anything wrong. And he'll probably catch us. This is how these things usually go. But really excited to see what happens. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Barry Aldridge, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadin and Paul Leone. And I'll see you next time.